Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. On 1st and 10, Prescott. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got a man complete, and all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. Prescott yet again. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott escaping the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense, So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make this a second down.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while, but 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'd be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They'll turn to Kamara.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So this CD, obviously such a big game, and we'll continue to talk about its importance as we go on. I thought it was interesting. This head coach in his weekly media availability, he was asked who he would lean on in a game like this, and he said it was all about the veterans.
And Brandon, I like his approach because he's obviously thought about this, right? Who can get me not just through this game, but through the rest of the season? And he looks to his veterans. They've been around the team. They can guide everyone and let them know the importance of winning this one. But also, how do we attack what's left in the season and get us ready for what we hope is going to be some postseason play?
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On second down now, it's Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Derrick Henry, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down? We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here, 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Prescott to throw on 4th. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Falcons' 35-yard line.
Choose the mic. Hey, Phil.
From the 35 on second down, Prescott flushed out right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Running with Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. A give to Henry.
52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. First down and much more for Henry. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Lutz's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
Final play of the half, Prescott.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And got his man complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So now with a late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he is going to get in for the 2. Although there is a flag on the field, but it looked like a defender jumped. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Oh, and the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Eluding the pressure right. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Throwing, Prescott. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. First down, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. Touchdown, Cowboys. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Fields now to throw.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, Fields.
Forced out to his left. That'll be complete to Breida. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Arlington. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. Prescott to throw it. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for only a couple. Play action now. Prescott escapes the sack. And this throw will be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And that'll be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Fields throwing again.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll go, Strebler. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 10.
Prescott off play action. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Touchdown, Falcons! Terry McLaurin with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 10.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
And they did. It worked.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. On first down, Fields.
Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shit.
They snap it to Fields.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And some room to work. Derrick Henry all alone. 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz with the extra point, and that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
58. Falcons 32.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Looking sideline, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, watch that. Check. Line 54. Watch the screen.
Throwing here, Prescott. Open man here is Conklin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here into the hands of Moore.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Oh, he fakes a spike. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on them. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, ended up throwing a nice pass for a touchdown, I believe.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the run to begin the season is over as they drop to 9-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.